The Nine are abroad. Sauron has dispatched his deadliest servants in search of his prize. Frodo, Sam and Pippin make good their preparations and head out to meet Merry at the Buckleberry Ferry, becoming lost in a densely packed wood as they journey, stumbling over briar and root, desperately searching for a way out. Unbeknownst to them, however, the forest harbours a much darker evil as the riders in black scour the underbush, searching for their master's prize. Can Frodo and his companions escape the forest, or will the Nazgul find the halflings and halt this quest before it's even begun?
Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Mithril, and we are here again, once again, with Jeb.
G'day.
Chris Jeebus Jones. We are playing the second of our Crest of the Ringbearer scenarios. You saw the absolute mess of a first scenario that was Maggots Crops.
Oh, maggoty crops.
Maggoty Crops. That was, yes, Farm the Maggots crops and the pilfering of potatoes, bread and tomatoes, which went okay up to a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a point.
To a point. Always
yeah.
to a point.
Hobbits were not happy cabbages.
They were not happy cabbages, no. And we didn't get hold of any happy cabbages either. So, but we are here with the second scenario today. Shortcuts make long delays, and it's the first scenario that actually has any bearing on the rest of the campaign. So, I'm hoping I got all my dust out of the way on the first scenario. So, I'm knocking trees over. Your beautifully crafted tree board.
Yeah, I crafted these trees with my bare hands.
Mm-hmm. Grr. So as you can see, we've got our board here. We've got a very densely packed woodland board. We've got our very rocky hedge. It's meant to be hedges, but we don't have any hedges. So we've got a couple of hedges, but not enough for this. So we've done a rocky line here, rocky wall.
There can be walls in woods.
They can indeed. What's basically happening here is there are 3 wraiths in pursuit of 3 of our brave hobbits. Merry has managed to go off and somehow elude this particular scenario. Something
he's
themey.
Lucked out there.
Only just. So we have to try and get Frodo, Sam and Pippin off the northern for me board edge, the board edge that Jeb is currently guarding.
The Jeb edge?
The Jeb edge. That's not great. And the evil player wins if you can stop that and kill hobbits, particularly killing the Ringbearer.
I mean, it's just killing the Ringbearer.
Just killing the Ringbearer.
But if I can kill other people as well, I will do it.
Yes, because it will have a roll-on effect, to the rest of the campaign, potentially. So we do have some assistance in the Gildor Inglorian here, who has already taken an advanced lead on the board from the previous scenario. So he's got his little advanced lead there, 3 inches
this bonus, all 3 inches.
All 3 inches of it.
Down.
All 3 inches of it because I lost to dogs.
Yeah.
There are several special rules for this scenario. The main one being sentries.
Yay.
Which is a rule that I don't think either of us have really used for a long time.
I'm so excited. Random movement or no movement at all.
So basically each of the wraiths will have to roll at the beginning of each of their movement phases. On a 1, they cannot move. On a 2 or a 3, I get to move them, half their movement. A 4 or 5, you get to move them, half their movement. And on a 6, they can just move normally.
Yep.
The hobbits also will have to take courage test because it's scary in the woods and there's 3 wraiths bearing down on them. If they fail their courage test, I believe you get to move them their full distance.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
A mighty 4 inches. Gildor is not under any kind of penalty. He's just going to bomb it to the hobbits as quick as he possibly can and try and get them out of danger. I'm not really sure how this is going to go.
I worry that our short scenario took 1,000 years, and this one with random
1,000 turns.
Random movement, controlling each other's movement. We did a little bit of measuring, and the hobbits need at least 9 turns if they can run in a straight line to the board edge. But buckle in, you'll be here for a while.
Yeah. And we've got a very nice little signpost here that states Haven. It's pointing the way we have to go. So if I ever get lost, look at the sign. That's where we're going.
Very true, very true. I think my goal here, really, as evil overlord of all evilldom, is I don't really care if I win. I just need to make you use stuff.
And to nobble some hobbits for later on down the line.
Yeah, if they can come out with less might will fate for the next scenario.
Because this is arguably the healthiest they could well be for the whole campaign.
Oh yeah, I count on it.
Yeah. We'll see. It wasn't exactly a high rolling game in the first scenario. Yeah, I think getting Gildor up is going to be key because he can intercept and draw off will points off your will point 7 wraiths.
Worth mentioning, the wraiths have 7 will, no might, no fate.
And Frodo, Sam, and Pippin have their full accompaniment of might, will, and fate. Well, with Pippin, that's not a great deal, granted, but the one fate he gets. Frodo does not have Sting or the Mithril Coat yet, but does have the ring, but we're not putting it on.
Can put it on.
I definitely can put it on.
He should put it on.
I don't think I will put it on.
Put it on.
Whispering sweet suggestions in my ear.
That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And I feel like this is going to set a bit of a tone for later scenarios, depending on how this goes. First one that makes a difference, so I'm a little bit apprehensive.
Hey, roll on dead campaign hobbits.
Yeah. Well, shall we give a quick layout of the board and go straight into rolling dice then?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So here's a better view of our woodland board here. You can see the hobbits I've deployed up against the wall on the eastern edge of the board. Gildor over on the west, assuming this is north the way I'm looking now. And then we have 3 wraiths all on the board edges of the southern, eastern and northern edges. And they've got a way to go to get the hobbits, but also hobbits don't exactly, run fast. So we should be in for some shenanigans, I think. Alrighty then, let's go in for turn 1 priority. Let's start. Oh, I knocked a wraith over! I'm sorry, sad wraith noises. Make a sad wraith noise. Fellowship, get a 2. It's a 5 for wraiths, so...
Oh, now the fun begins.
Now the fun begins, sir.
Wraith number 1.
You get to move him 3 inches.
Oh.
Where's he off to?
He's certainly not doing any magical powers.
Wraith number 2, this guy over here.
Wraith number south.
I get to move in 3 inches. Would you please hold this camera for a
I
second?
would rather not, but okay.
I'm going to put him up this way. Bye.
Bye. Bye, friend.
And then we have Wraith number 3. Oh no! He gets to move all of the way.
He gets to move all of the inches.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh no! That's so far.
And that is literally my turn. That was something else.
That's fair. Right, I've got to roll courage tests for various hobbits. So we'll go first for Frodo, who passes, so he can move his full 4.
Oh, so far.
So we're going to go this way. We'll do Sam as well, who does pass because he's courage 6. And the one that I'm a little bit worried about because he's courage 4, Pippin. Oh, you get to move
Is he a Harbinger as well or not? Just out of interest.
He is... yes, he's in Harbinger.
Right, very
So
good. Well,
you
I'll
get to move Pippin.
him.
Where would you like him, sir?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe we'll just run along the wall.
Along the wall, 4 inches that way?
Yeah, I think so.
Very
Moving
good.
towards my wraith and away from the rest of your
Yeah,
party.
makes sense, mate, makes sense.
Hey, if we can peel off a companion for the campaign.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Would you do me a massive favour, please? And would you please move Gildor 8 inches?
Oh, yeah.
As close as you can towards Hobbit. No, other way. Forwards. Lovely.
Just don't know what noise elves make.
Apparently, well, at least not a moo, I guess. So.
It's not an animal, I told you. The rules are very clear.
Okay, so as we can see, obviously Sam and Frodo have just been like, yep, we're fine, we're going to bomb it up forward. Pippin's lost his nerve and has been forced to run up the wall towards a horrible wraith.
Or he couldn't remember
On the
how to
right-hand
read
side.
maps.
I mean, there's literally a sign right here that says Haven pointing that way.
And now he can see it, and maybe he'll be fine next time.
Maybe, we'll
What
see.
can I say?
The wraiths are starting to bear down, apart from this one who's done a Pippin. They're kind of moving up in parallel to one another, so...
That's true, that's true.
Gildor making a bomb for Frodo and Sam, but I think that's all for movement, no shooting, no nothing else, so... Turn 2 priority.
Nice.
Wraiths.
Simple turns, these.
5, and hobbits get a 1, so it goes to the wraiths again. Let's do some cheeky sentry rolls. Oh, that feels like I get to move you 3 inches. Would you please care to move right back to... Actually, yeah, move back towards that board edge. Back to your starting position.
No.
We've got wraith number this one. Oh, no, that's a big number.
That's coming straight
Is it coming
forwards, I
straight forwards?
suspect. Oh, that's Harbinger in all your business.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not good.
And my last wraith, oh, sad.
Oh, he's going to definitely be going 3 inches back towards the board edge.
Quelle surprise.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'll pass this over to...
That's a delightful harbinger in everyone's business.
If I may pass this over to you, please, sir, and then I will do some courage tests. We'll start with Pippin, who now needs a 7.
Yep. No! Oh, Pippin, why? I guess he's going to go further that way.
Thankfully, the wall does block line of sight,
Pippin.
so that's something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I could make him climb over.
Not now, he's already gone.
Oh.
Frodo is good.
Oh, boy.
And Sam is good.
Loves it.
Loves it.
These
I
are
love how I'm
cheeky
actually
hobbits.
not trying to protect the other hobbit. And then we'll do a cheeky Gildor move. He can see the hobbits. He's got line on Frodo and Sam.
They've got buddies. Sort of.
Oh, this is not good for Pippin. Pip, come on, man. Although, to be fair, these wraiths are kind of ping-ponging in and out of the board, so...
Yeah, they're a long way
A
away.
long way away. A long way away. So we're not sure if that actually recorded or not, so I'm going to do this just as insurance. Frodo and Sam bossed their courage test rolls and have moved up. They've got Gildor in sight, who moved the full 8 inches down. Pippin once again failed his courage test, so is now straddling the wall even further up. These 2 ring wraiths on the flanks, they decided to run 3 inches further back towards the flanks because they're not quite sure where they're going. However, this dangerous little wraith here is getting a little bit too close to seeing some hobbits. Thankfully, the wall does block line of sight, so you have to get over the wall before you can raise that alarm.
It's only the little folk.
But it's only the little folk, and I think next turn might be a problem, depending on what Pippin does. Oh, you know what? I'm liking this because the turns are nice and quick, not having to carry cabbages and potatoes everywhere. So we're going to go now into turn 3 priority. We'll do race first. Go ahead. 2. And the fellowship get a 5. So we'll do some courage tests. We'll start with the ones that are actually going quite well. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Frodo loves it. He's going to come up to meet Gildor. Oh, tree. Sam loves it. Feels like I've waited a couple of 7s on hobbits that didn't need 7s. And Pippin.
Big boy numbers for Pippin.
Oh, come on, Pip.
Big boy numbers
4
for
inches
Pippin.
away. Let's go. And then we're going to have Gildor, who's going to come past Frodo and Sam. He's going to sit here, just to see if we can intercept this bad boy wraith who's bearing down on Pip a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not too bad. Let's do some sentry rolls for some wraiths now. Wraith numero 1.
Oh.
Oh, why do you have to roll 6s now?
Oh, yes.
Wraith number, this one? That's a U 3 inches.
Still
Okay. Let me just
Not
scoot him up for
quite
you.
at the wall.
Not quite at the wall. So the hobbit is fine for now. And then wraith number this one. Oh! You're moving all your wraiths this turn.
My favourite thing to do, moving my own models.
How dare you move your own models? That's not how this game works.
That's
I can bet it's exactly how this game works, but
how it's meant to work.
how it's meant to work, right? Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting.
Still no alarms.
Still no alarms. Sentry still in play, and the hobbits. 2 of the hobbits over the halfway mark now, which is quite good. Pippin finally decided to go in the right direction, and thankfully now Gildor can intercept this wraith if anything goes a bit wrong. Got wraiths to the left of him, wraiths to the right. Here I am.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Pippin has finally decided, he's seen the sign and been like, yes, it's this way. Let's ignore where my friends have gone. Let's follow the sign.
But for a minute there, he was really stumped. Yow!
Okay, we're going to turn 4 priority. Fellowship will get a 1. The wraiths also get a 1, so it goes to wraiths this turn because Fellowship had last time.
They did.
They did.
I don't know that that's beneficial to me.
I don't think it's beneficial to you at all.
Well, we'll do a ring wraith.
Wraith number 1. Oh, I get to move. I guess he's going 3 inches back towards his starting point.
Well, I'm really not sure what's going on, chaps.
Wraith number this one. Oh, that's not good.
That's big boy numbers.
Okay, you're going to need a 6 to go over the wall, though, to continue moving, so...
1, 2 wall. It'd be like 1 to cross it if I get it.
Yeah, if we could not roll a 6, that'd be great.
Oh,
Okay, we're on the other side, that's fine.
the other side is good.
That's fine.
Other side is good.
And we've got Wraith number this one. You're getting to move in 3.
Still good numbers.
Okay.
So what happens if I suppose if Gildor charges a wraith, the alarm is instantly alerted, right?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
If you're within 3.
is it 3 or is it 6?
I was confident until you questioned me. No. Glorious.
So within
Harbinger
3 in
for
line of
all.
sight. Yes, that's very true. I'm kind of. It depends what happens with the hobbits, because if Pippin decides to run back towards that wraith, then Gildor is definitely charging that wraith.
But if you charge the wraith and raise the alarm, then you don't have to be lost in the woods anymore.
Yes, but also I can maybe get a turn with Gildor kind of shepherding Pippin and the hobbits back this way.
Oh, tactical decisions.
I know. Well, let's see what happens
Whatever will
first.
you do?
Frodo's courage test first. Buffering. Frodo's courage test. He loves it. So we're going to run just through the forest to there. Sam's courage test.
There was a lot of silence there that I didn't like.
He's courage 6. Yeah, he's good. No, of course he's good.
Tom was doing maths bad.
Pippin's courage test.
Oh, the hobbits have split.
Feels like you're moving, Pippin.
Oh, am I?
You are moving, Pippin.
Oh, no.
4 inches that way?
Just 4 inches that way, get him within 3 of a ring
4 inches
wraith.
that way gets him within 3 of a ring wraith.
I think we might be sounding the alarm, my precious.
Oh no.
Oh, Pip.
At which point, Gildor
Oh, Pip.
is going to try and charge. He loves it. We got to turn 4 or 5 and the alarm has now been raised.
It's a long way for these hobbits to make
It's
it
a long
still.
way for... Oh, yeah.
With interception ring
Oh,
wraiths.
Pippin, you had to let the side down, didn't you?
Oh, Pippin, it's almost like you should have been worried about him when you said you weren't.
I was always worried about Pippin.
Oh,
I was always 100% worried about Pippin.
cared more about that hobbit.
Well, I tried. It's not my fault you can't roll a bloody 7. Okay, so in this turn, the alarm has been raised. Sentries are no longer a thing, which means that poor Frodo and Sam over here have got an interesting dilemma with wraiths bearing down on the right and the left, which is going to cause some issues, I think, depending on which way we need to run. However, it's only Frodo that's important. We don't really care about Sam. Sam can not die, but...
Sam, don't listen if you're watching. We love you. We care. We tolerate. Sam.
You! Gildor has heroically charged in to intervene on this wraith and hopefully protect Pippin, who now can actually stop rolling courage tests and failing and just make a beeline for the board edge, which is something. But now all wraiths are moving their full 6 inches every turn, which is a bit of a problem. However, we will go into combat. Gildor versus a wraith.
A wraith with no might.
A wraith with no might.
effect.
Want to set a bar for me?
Not really, but let's see.
Set that bar. 5. Gildor. Well, he gets a 6, even though I roll 1 on the floor. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't feel great for the wraith.
So we're going to push you off. I'm going to push you this way.
Mhm.
So 1 6 and we've banished a wraith. Doesn't feel like a 6 now, does it?
Oh, dear.
However, you are down 1 will point.
I am done with one.
What
What he said.
Put your teeth back in and try again.
What he said.
Okay, so we're going to... I keep forgetting the turn number. I'm going to say 5, and I'm going to say it with enough confidence. It should be fine.
What if it's 6 though?
Yep, then I'll do a graphic and it'll be fine. No one will know. So, turn 5, priority. 2. Oh, that's not great now.
Man's doing a think.
I'm going to call a heroic move with Sam. That's right, I'm spending a might point.
Ooh la la.
I'm spending a might point, one of those rare might points, which is very sought after for Hobbit times. Pippin is going to have to just deal with it, I think. So, and we're going to go with Sam and Frodo. We're going to probably run straight forward, to be honest, because edging either way isn't going to be great for Wraith. Wraith movement. Let me take that back over for you, sir.
Well now. Well, and
It
indeed
started off
now.
going really, really well,
And then suddenly it wasn't.
and then suddenly Wraith face.
No magic just
No
yet.
magic just yet.
This
Not
is,
quite.
This is a thing.
Stop trying to number wang.
Numbers mean. Oh no, numbers, sir. I can't do them.
And what's Wraith face going to do here?
Wraith over here is going to
Charge Gildor.
use 2 dice to cast Instill Fear. I think.
Ooh. I'm taking that to 4 will.
It will.
Okay, it will. It will.
And
it's gone off.
It's cast on a 6.
We'll go with Gildor, one of his one of his 4, to try and resist. He does not. So it's a courage test for everyone, and then they run their full movement away, don't they? So,
Yes.
Pippin. He runs 4 inches away.
That's kind of that way, I guess.
Yeah, it's directly away, so it would be more towards tree, wouldn't it? But yeah, cool. Runs to there. And Gildor. Gildor's fine.
Gildor is fine. But we will just run away at this point.
Boo! At which point it goes over to good side movement. Pippin has moved, so he can't move any further because he instill fear. The hobbits have both moved, but Gildor can still move because he wasn't affected by instill fear. So he's going to try and charge the wraith. I'm going to need you to check a stat for... Oh no, because Harbinger as well. He's not courage 7, is he? Oh dear. Oh dear.
I don't even know where this guy is.
Rivendell.
Rivendell, you say? Rivendell, you say? He was so nearly there with Lothlorien. He is 6.
6, so down to 5.
That feels like a lot of will points.
I'm going to spend the 2 will, because I need to get these wraiths done. So we'll go down to 1 will point, and he is going to slam into this wraith.
Very good.
Gildor is an expendable. This
is true. You don't need to worry about him ever
again. I don't need to worry about him ever again. Nope. Nope. Okay, so young Master Took is back at the sign he was at earlier on and has now worked out the way to go again. Gildor got into combat with the wraith here. It's going to try and banish one. It will be down to 3 will after this, though, so it's not long for this world. Frodo and Sam, they're being borne down on wraiths either side. I'm not loving this, but kind of hoping we can get away. We'll see. But we will go to combat on little Gildor, who is currently very far out of the way of hobbits. So with the wraith up, set me a bar.
Gildor!
Oh. Gildor!
I saw a 6 and then it went.
Nope. Come on, 1-6. I've got 1 white point. But it is down to 3 will. Okay.
What's that? You've got 3 will?
3 will? I've got 1 will. I got no more will left. So, turn 6. Priority.
Hang on a sec. Oh no, thinking, oh no, life.
It's a 1.
Oh, that feels like I might be getting that.
It also feels like a heroic move from Sam with his 2nd might point.
Curses.
So Sam is down to 0 might now.
Curses.
Stop looking for shenanigans.
Shenanigans, you say? I don't know what you're speaking of.
So we're going to go... Where's my tape measure? There it is. So we're going to run Stalk Unseen, so I can probably get behind here.
No.
And in fact, actually, no, I've got to do him first, haven't I? So and Frodo can come to here.
No, Mr. Frodo. No.
Cool. Okay. All right.
No.
Wraith time.
Treasures.
Okay, because the hobbits all get Stalk Unseen during this scenario, the Wraith cannot see him to cast their magical powers, which is very good.
This one, however,
is going to have a different story to tell.
May well be playing different rules.
Nope, not allowed. We're playing the same rules.
Now, I don't usually use Black Dart, but the way this campaign works means these wraiths are very expendable.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there if you want it.
I'm torn. So my choices are I either compel someone back towards me, or I try and Black Dart them. Just kind of want to murder Frodo.
I mean, that is literally your goal.
We're going to sap will. Causing damage is fun, but if you've got no will for future, that's also fun. They're both equally difficult to cast. We're looking for a 5+, and we get a 6.
So is it D3?
Oh, you're not going to expect me to know the rules.
I mean, you're going to have to check this out because...
You could try and resist it first.
Well, I'm going to lose will points anyway. I want to know what's the most cost-effective way of me losing said will points.
Oh, I don't know where magical powers are.
94.
94?
If I get this right, I'll be well happy.
I don't remember how any of magic works these days.
What was the magical powers title page on?
Well, it might be 94, but that's not what I'm after. That's just a big picture. What even did I cast? Sap will.
Sap will.
Oh man. Yeah, that's on like 103. D3 will points.
See, now I've got the dilemma of I can try and resist it. Probably going to go for one at this anyway. Then you're probably going to sap the rest of them regardless. So I might just let you do it because you less chance of you sapping all of my will that way. So if I use one, try and resist,
But
and
if
don't
you roll
resist
a
it.
6 to resist, you get that one.
But
back.
if I don't, then I've lost one.
Well,
and
you
you've
need
got
a 6 to turn it off.
Yeah, just go for it. It's a less chance of you taking all my will in one go.
Here come the big numbers.
Here comes the bloody 6. You watch. 2 will. So it's down to 1 will.
It's a chunk. It's a chunk.
That's okay.
Now we come in with Wraith number at the last. Whoop.
So that one's now on 5.
5. And this one's on 3. But he's got a clear bead on Frodo, who now only has 1 will.
Yes. Yes, he does. What you doing?
No. Does 3 will feel excessive to
What
cast
you
Black
doing?
Dart? This is how we make decisions here.
He's poofing out of existence if you do that.
Yeah, but he's likely to poof very soon anyway.
That's very true.
Well, I guess next turn, probably.
You could use 2, maybe hold Gildor up for a turn, and then poof out of existence, and then...
I don't care about Gildor. Gildor's nowhere near the main hobbit, so that's fine. Oh, I don't know. We might be ballsy. We might throw 1 dice.
One dice!
Conserve supplies.
Okay.
And then poof next turn.
That'd be quite nice to have priority for once this game, I'm not gonna lie.
Here we go. Here you go with a 1 dice black dart on the
You watch it come up. Here we go.
Bosh! Oh, there it is.
Okay, we have to throw this will point into it.
Oh, no.
Out of will.
However, there is every chance I could not wound, because despite being 3 times his defence, his wound chart still only rolls wounds on 3s.
Still a 3. Okay.
Ah, there it is.
There it is. That's the roll you love to see.
Curse these ring wraiths for not having might points.
Gildor's can try and charge the wraith.
He's move 8, isn't he? I forget this.
Anyway,
All those are
failed it. So
not
that's his
good
last will
numbers.
point to run into combat. Gildor's not having a good game. So run to here and jump in there.
Mm-hmm.
Pippin's going to be like, oh, look, this way. Frodo and Sam making beelines for...
Where's Pippin?
Yeah,
Lost in the
trees.
woods?
Lost in the woods, Pip! Lost in the woods! Okay, so Gildor leapt heroically to the defence of a hobbit after passing his second failed courage test for an elf with courage 6. Harbinger's really knackered it, man. Pippin's finally making his way through the woods here, but we have wraiths bearing down on Ringbearer and Hobbit. This is not looking great for them. I need to start winning some priorities and getting behind some woods. But we'll go into the combat. Gildor versus a wraith. Would the wraith like to set a bar for me? Gildor! Okay, 1 6 or a 5, and I'll use the might point. 6!
Oh no!
Wraith has been banished.
Oh no!
Squee in failure. Okay, that's awesome. That's 1 less wraith to worry about. So we've got 1 wraith now on 5 will, 1 on 7 still. So yeah, okay. Going into turn the next priority. I want to say 7.
But it's possibly 6.
It's possibly even 8. That's going to go to me this time. So I don't think Gildor can get into combat this turn.
He cannot, so I'm not going to bother with my
With your what, sorry?
ability.
With your what? I'll give you this, please, while I move various hobbits.
various hobbits, all 3 of them.
All 2 of them, yeah. I'm going to have to do this, I think. There's
Oh.
not a great deal of stuff I can really do to stop it. I feel like running up after the hobbits is probably the best shout, right?
It's what I would do.
Ringwraith the first, yes.
Ringwraith first is going to black dart Mr. Frodo
Yeah.
with 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
He knocks it, he's on 3 will.
Oh, that is a sad number. Then Ringwraith the other does his movement phase, because I remember how this game works. And he will also cast 2 dice black dart on Mr. Frodo. Mr. Frodo!
Oh, he knocks it!
Oh.
1 on 3, 1 on 5. Oh, that's good news for me.
Yeah, these Ringwraiths are not great with no might.
No, they're not, are they?
Or not being named wraiths, or anything good, in fact.
So, yes, Pippin's now just been left alone, which is fine. Gildor and the hobbits up here, this is getting dicey now. We have some potential issues happening here. We've got 1 wraith who's nearly out, but another one bearing down on Frodo and Sam, and Gildor rushing to their defence as quick as he can. But, yeah, I don't know, man. No will points on Frodo is a bit of a... There is no combat this turn, however, and we saw the ring wraiths both fluff their various black dartings.
Yes,
so
this
they're
is
looking
true,
a little
this
bit
is
more fragile, but we'll go into turn 8 priority. First we're getting a 4. Oh.
Regardless of what you might be doing, I am going to go...
So when you go... Can you explain what that means?
It means I
Other than
somehow-
you give yourself a back
I'm out of breath. I mean, so for the duration of this turn, all good models are at -3 courage.
-3 courage. And then I'm probably going to call a heroic move with Frodo.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's falling into my trap.
Yes.
He's using all his resources.
He's using a resource.
He's used all the will.
You drained half of it. It's okay, as long as I don't use the last one, he won't technically die. Yeah, I think Frodo's going to call a heroic move with his first might point.
Well, I can't counter with my 0 might.
You cannot. So we're -3 courage, which is a problem, but we are going to go. So it's going to catch Gildor as well. So Frodo is going to go. Whee! Sam's going to go. Whoa!
Like, Frodo's wetting himself in fear. Is that what I heard
And
you say?
Gildor's going to attempt a courage test at -3, so he needs a 7.
Plus Harbinger.
Oh, yeah, he needs an 8. Which he doesn't get, so he can't because he stays there.
Oh, Gildor.
Mm.
Oh, Gildor.
Mm-hmm.
Gildor.
Like Gil don't.
Well. Well, well.
Over to Wraithy McWraithface.
Wraithy McWraithface. Now, if you've already moved, can you be in still feared? Then move again?
I mean, you've literally got the rule book.
Nope.
Probably. So why not?
It's not so beneficial now that you're that far in front of me.
I mean, yeah, you can push me towards the board edge if you want. That's
Well, no,
literally fine.
I was just going to come in front and push you back. But, what we'll do is we'll come here. Is Frodo off next turn? He's not quite. He will be
Not quite.
risque.
Touch and go there a little bit, isn't it?
Well, this Wraith, I mean, he's not going to get a lot more chances. He may well banish himself doing magical shenanigans.
Do it, man.
Got to get some wounds on this Ringbearer.
Banish thyself.
But if we do get another other turn, we'll take a bold move. We'll throw 2 dice into a black dart.
Oh, okay. 2 dice into a black dart.
Boink!
It goes off.
Oh,
I've
there's
got
a
no
6.
will to resist.
But we've got
So
to,
3 to wound.
still roll numbers. No!
Ah.
Ring Wraith, no! Ring Wraith, no.
Yes.
I don't even really want to be in combat, if I'm honest.
So that one's on 1 left, this one's on 5, right?
Yeah. It's about to be less. 4 to here, at which point we'll 1 dice black dart. I'm feeling bold.
Okay. Not that bold.
Oh, that was nearly a 5. And then we're just going to charge.
Wow, okay, fine. Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing.
See, the saving grace is, I'm rolling really badly, but I'm just glad that you're rolling your spells even worse.
That's what I'm here for.
Here comes the Pippin train.
Oh, Pip, you're so slow.
Okay, so, yes, Gildor failed to get into combat. Pippin's just running up now. No one really cares about Pip anymore, do they? Poor Pip.
I don't. Well, I lie. I was hoping I could maybe black dart him 1 off, kill him, and then you roll a 1 on recovery, but...
Not to be, sir. Frodo has found himself in combat with a Wraith, which is the only combat of this turn. Frodo gets 2 attacks. He's fight ready 3 against
2
the Wraith.
attacks?
Double check for me. I'm pretty sure he gets 2.
Wow, Frodo.
Double check for me, because I could be wrong.
It wouldn't surprise me. He does not get 2 attacks.
Frodo gets 1 attack
He's got
against
2
the Wraith.
wounds.
That's what I'm thinking of, wounds. Frodo gets 1 attack against the Wraith 1, so it's a draw. It's an equal fight value, and I've got a might point.
Also, hobbits are resistant to magic, you jerk.
Oh, goddamn!
At least we learned that in scenario 2.
Oh, I would have saved some will points. I make these mistakes, so other people in the Fantasy Fellowship don't. Right, Frodo versus Wraith. Let's go. Frodo.
Go, Wraith.
Ah, Frodo!
Frodo, no! Oh, man.
Strength 2, defense
8?
8.
It's doable.
I'm not
You
gonna
could use a
spend
might
that.
point.
I'm not going to spend that might point. No, he's down to 3 will, that one? Yeah, he was on 4
Yes.
before combat, so...
As tempting as it was to use that might point. Right. Turn 9 priority. Fellowship. Gonna one.
Oh no. Oh no.
Gildor is going to use his might point. It's called heroic move.
Okay.
Are you hitting?
I can't. I can only hit once.
Oh, can you? I thought you'd Wraith would do it.
Wouldn't it, can they?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't read the rules that well.
He's just in. So, courage test. Come on, Gildor. Yes! This Wraith is getting banished.
Not if he kills Gildor first.
I mean, he's getting banished regardless.
Not if he kills Gildor first. I said what I said.
Sam's going to try and charge the Wraith.
Oh boy.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Frodo's going to go. No, he's not. He's courage. Oh, yeah, super is. Yeah.
Dude, learn your numbers.
No, I don't want to.
Learn your numbers.
Also, I realised that Frodo and Sam actually weren't in range for the heroic move, so I'll put them back, and you can do your whole move in the Wraith first.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Would you like to do your Wraith move, sir?
I would love
I'm going
to.
to leave Pippin where he is, because it doesn't have much bearing on anything, so...
It's just if I black dart him.
I'll move 4 inches back then.
Oh, you know what? I can still be in range of that. But no, we will be bold. We'll throw 1 dice black dart into.
Oh, I'll take it down to 2.
Or instill fear and make you run away. No, black dart for the lols. Oh,
Down to 2. So
That's-
1 Wraith is going, 1 Wraith's on 2 will points left.
I think they're both down.
I think they're both going soon. Now I'll do my Hobbit move.
Ah.
Sam's going to charge the Wraith.
Well.
Fails that one.
You got this, Mr. Frodo.
Okay, into the final combat for 1 Wraith and the penultimate final combat for another. Sam failed to get into the Wraith. Frodo's been charged, Gildor charged in, and Pippin has just stayed where he was because I moved him more than I should earlier on. But it looks like it's not looking too bad for the Fellowship now. We might well do quite well here, I think. So, Gildor versus the Wraith.
Gildor versus a Wraith.
Gildor gets 3s. Oh, 1 6, and we can banish a Wraith.
It doesn't matter, he's going anyway
Oh,
here.
well, he is going anyway because the will point goes and he poofs out of existence. And then Frodo on the other Wraith. Go on, Wraith, set me a bar.
Wraith! Oh no.
Frodo! Oh!
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Okay, turn 10 priority and what's probably going to be the last one.
I don't know that Frodo can escape this turn. Oh, but the Wraiths will all be dead.
The Wraiths will all be dead.
The Wraiths. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Ooh, let me give you that, please. We're going to go with a cheeky Gildor charge. Yeah, we are.
Oh no.
Gildor jumps in, at which point we can go 1, 3, Sam can just follow up, and Pippin can be like, hey guys, wait for me. Okie doke then, so we have Gildor versus the Wraith in the last turn of combat, and then the Hobbits.
The last action of the game.
The last
I
action of the
suppose.
game, because the Wraith's going to disappear after this. So,
Maybe he can spitefully wound Gildor.
spitefully wound Gildor, that's it, yeah. That's all he's got going for him. Wraith versus Gildor, let's go. Wraith?
Grudge match. Bam.
Gildor! Oh! That spiteful wound we talked about. Defense
Spiteful
4.
wound.
It's a spiteful wound!
Take this.
Fate point. No!
Stab. And he goes howling into
And
the
he goes
void.
howling into oblivion, at which point Frodo, Sam and Pippin can escape the board at their leisure, and that is scenario over. That was awesome. That was amazing. Right, let's finish up. We'll do the post-battle stuff now, the campaign stuff on
the admin
camera.
stuff.
We'll do that now, and then we'll go into a post-battle breakdown. Okay, so first actual scenario, and all 3 of the Fellowship members lived.
Hooray!
Hooray for Fellowship! No more Wraiths. Well, many more Wraiths.
I suspect that's not the last Wraith. We'll see. No,
No,
but
very much not.
yeah, I think that's a hard game for Evil to win. But we used some stuff and some things.
I feel like it's a hard game for Evil to win until the Centuries is over, at which point it very quickly flips to it being a hard game for Good to win. Also, I mean, my Gildor didn't do very well. Let's be fair.
I suppose it also depends on where the wraiths are when sentries are over.
That's true.
2 of them were completely back at their starting position.
True. So that did help stagger the race a little bit and give me a little bit of breathing space there.
Yeah. Trixie.
Gildor moving 8. I should just look at his stat line, but that was huge. Not that he ever passed any courage tests, but
I won't remind Tom of anything. Move 8, resistance to magic, other important factors.
Yeah. Okay. So now I remember. Well, we found out, don't we? Now that they are resistant to magic, which might have saved a few will points, but that's the mistakes we make. We don't do things well. If you want competitive gameplay, you're on the wrong channel. So yes. So. We've got a couple of bonuses to give out for surviving Fellowship members.
Admin time! We don't do the exciting bit because no one died.
No one died, everyone survived. It's not going to be the way it goes for the rest of the campaign, but currently everyone survived. It's not a hiss, isn't it?
So what we do have is, unlike the first game, this actually means something.
It does.
Bravest Companion, Fellow Adventurer, and Fool of a Took. I think we'll start at the bottom of the pack.
We'll start at the bottom of the pack.
Fool of a Took we very much know.
It's very much a unanimous... Oh, that camera fell down.
Oh no, we're on the wonk.
So we have a couple of juicy bonuses to give out. And unlike the first scenario, these do have a bearing on how the Fellowship proceed. We have to unanimously agree. We have, how the Fellowship performed. We'll start from the bottom.
Fool of a Took.
Which is the Fool of a Took award.
And I think we all know where this
is going. There's no dispute over who that's going to. That is going quite rightly and thematically to Pippin.
Yes.
Because not only did he spend 3, if not 4 turns before Sentries was up, running into a wraith or along a wall, he was the one who alerted the wraiths to the hobbit's presence.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that many times. Someone run to a signpost, check for the right direction, and forget.
End up back at the same signpost.
So this will mean that Pippin regains no heroic stats, but as it turns out, he used none, and he only
so
has
it's
one
not
fate
the end
anyway.
of the world, no. So we struggled a little bit between Fellow Adventurer and Bravest Companion.
Yes.
And I think we're only giving it to this person because of
not dying,
not dying and weathering the most of this in regard to like attacks and storm. So we're giving it to Frodo, the Bravest Companion being Frodo himself, purely because Sam tried to throw himself into a ring wraith when I got the right order for heroic move, and promptly failed his courage test.
Yes.
At which point Frodo not only had to fight off a wraith for a couple of turns on his own, but also weathered quite a few magical powers without the bonus of resistant to magic, because I don't remember rules.
If Sam had got that charge, I think for calling his heroic moves and shepherding Frodo to safety, he might have earned it.
I would give it to him at that point,
he failed at that final hurdle
of
actually defending his best buddy.
Yeah. At which point Frodo has to do everything on his own. So I feel like it's fairly apt to go to Frodo.
So what this means is Frodo is going to get to roll a d6 and restore that many points worth of might, will, or fate, or wounds. Also, he survived the game, so Tom can re-roll this d6 if he likes. The second result will stand, and it means that Sam will roll a d3 and replenish d3 of the same stats.
Various things. So we'll go for Bravest Companion. Bravest Adventurer first. So we'll do Frodo. It's a d6, you say, with a re-roll.
If you want the re-roll.
4. That feels like I can take him straight back up, because he's still got 1 might point remaining. So he'll end up on 2 might points, and I can restore all 3 will. So that's fairly good. I'll take that.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, he's back up to his starting value, because you can't obviously go over their threshold.
Absolutely not.
So he's back up to 3 will and 2 might for the campaign.
Very good.
At which point now we'll do Sam. So it's a d3, yeah?
d3 for Sam.
Okay. That didn't even go in the tray. Oh my god. 2. So he can restore 1 point of stat, which is gonna be a might point because he didn't use any will, didn't use any fate, but he used both his might points. So
you can re-roll it.
Does Sam get the reroll as well?
I don't know. I just read the thing and I've immediately forgotten the thing. He survived the battle. He may re-roll the d3, but choose the second. In that case,
we'll do that because we can't get worse than a 1.
That is.
We've got the same result. So he'll take the 1 might point.
Yeah, absolutely worth doing in that situation, though.
Yeah.
So the only other thing to do, I guess, at this point is the fact that good won.
Good one.
Which means...
Actual good one this time.
Dramatic page flip.
Dramatic page flip. Let me just turn this.
In the Buckleberry Ferry scenario, the hobbits may deploy between 6 and 15 inches of the western board edge. which sounds like it's either amazing or terrible without looking at the scenario and not remembering what that actually means.
Conversely, if evil had won,
they get priority in the first turn. Woo!
So we will find out what bearing that has when we get to Buckleberry Ferry, which I think we're going to roll more or less straight into in a minute. But
I think so. This game did not take 1,000 years as expected.
It did not take 20 turns like Farm Magus Crop did. So,
which I think is all because of Pippin.
I think so. Yeah.
Good work, Pip.
Maybe you should have got Rogue's Adventurer. Maybe you should. Yeah, no, that was super fun. Glad that we didn't completely nork it in the first scenario. That made a difference.
And fun things, you know.
Fun things.
Rolling sentries, courage tests, ring wraith screams.
Like some actual like thematic plays, and you know, really good fun just to play with a different model in Gildor. You know, and like we were saying before we started, like these narrative scenarios, sometimes it's just nice just to play something with models that you've, you know, not played for a little while, or like these are your allotted models. Have at this on you to keep them alive. So
yeah, almost not getting to choose what you have.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Know, we're both so used to fixed games, tournaments, things.
Right.
So having here's 3 hobbits, lol. Yeah, do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Oh, Pippin, you suck.
That's right. I got Merry next turn as well, so it's all good. Buckleberry Ferry, next scenario. But yeah,
Buckleberry in. Buckle in.
I need to do a blooper reel at some point, I swear. Anyway, that was super good fun. Thank you again for being with us today, Joe. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed. Looking forward. We're literally going to roll straight into Buckleberry Ferry, so we're going to do this as if it's a separate thing. But for the purposes of releases, it will be a separate video and a separate day in the same clothes.
I washed.
I didn't.
I washed.
Yeah, super good fun. Interested to see how far the Fellowship actually do progress, because I feel like until we get somebody of consequence like Aragorn or anyone else, it's a little bit of a...
Hey, Frodo did good.
Frodo did very good. Very good, very good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe because it super helps the video, super helps the channel out. And we will see you in the next scenario. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.